Hello everyone and welcome back for more Solo Champions League. Today we're taking on round 3. I know it's been a while. I've had other things going on. I was sick for a while there. But today we're going to take on round 3. So it's the Collector. And I'll be honest, a lot of you were really upset when I had Nebula last season. I gotta tell you, Collector 1 is my Nebula. I never had a huge problem with Nebula, but man, the Collector, I've had several. In fact, I almost didn't. I shouldn't say almost. I still haven't completed the Galaxy's Most Wanted campaign because I just had such a hard time with Collector and then eventually got through it. But even still, all the other ones are difficult too. Obviously, everyone knows that. We've all talked about it. But yeah, the Collector was a real problem. Now, I did a test game today with Ant-Man and Protection, who we'll be using today, and it didn't go that bad. I was actually really happy with how it went, and I'm hoping that stays that way and we can keep going, right? That's the idea, at least. We're going to give it a shot and find out. So yeah, we're using Ant-Man in Protection. I went with Ant-Man because I like the benefit of switching between his forms. There's also a card in here. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Perseverance, which I think definitely benefits from being Ant-Man or Wasp or something. Someone with multiple hero forms, you can use it more frequently than you would if you were just using a regular character who switches between just alter ego and hero, and that's it. So I think Perseverance is a great card for this round, and yeah, I'm excited for it. I am nervous about the collection. I mean, I'm not practiced in dealing with that. Most of my losses were because of that when I was playing solo before, so hopefully we can get through that. All right, I think we're all set up here. We have to start with giving one card to the collection, so we'll just give it that one. We lost a momentum shift. Now, that's not a total loss. I don't have to heal yet anyway, so I can definitely get that back later. I think that's the only thing I have to start with. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, it's for the Solo Champions League. I'll talk more about what that is later. We're just going to see if we have to do any kind of... Just looking at Wasp here. I'm sorry, I'm just looking to see if we have to do any kind of mulligan. Perseverance is nice. And if we go to Giant form, we can draw a card. Oh, wait, no, heal 2 if you go Giant form, draw a card if you go to Tiny. Okay, we're going to go to Tiny. So we're going to go to Tiny, which, when we do that, removes 1 threat from a scheme. Then we're going to use Pin Particles on Perseverance, allowing us to gain a Tough status card. This Never Back Down does seem nice. Is it worth keeping, though? Is it worth going for Wasp? Yeah, you know what? We will go for Wasp. Yeah, we'll spend the 2 strength, or I could get rid of Momentum Shift instead. Now, we'll use the 2 strength and power protection to get Wasp out here. When she comes out, if I'm in Tiny form, we can take 2 threat from the main scheme. Then we're going to go ahead and attack for 2, bringing his 13 down to 11 right away. Wrong token. All right, and we still have Ant-Man here. I guess we could attack him for 1, or we can clear the main scheme. Let's just clear the main scheme. Now we'll attack him for 1. We're going to attack him for 1, bringing him down to 10. And we'll ready everything up and get ready for our second turn. 3, 4, and 5. Another Perseverance. That's good to see, so we can keep that Tough status card going. We got Never Back Down, Desperate Defense, Nick Fury, maybe, and Resize is also good, especially with Perseverance in hand. So, yeah, those are good options. But right now, the only thing that's necessary to think about is if we want to use Desperate Defense or Never Back Down. When your hero defends... I'm not really defending this turn because I've got the Tough status card, so neither one of them is really going to be useful, I think. 1 threat here. He goes to attack. We're just going to take it. It's 1. There goes the Tough. Unfortunately, we just wasted it on a 1, basically, but that's okay. New card here is, attach your identity card. Resolve each when revealed effect 1 additional time. Okay. Very well. We're going to go ahead and thwart with Wasp here to clear this off. We're going to switch to Giant form, which is going to do 1 damage. So you should be at 9 now. And I want to use Perseverance of that, and I'm just trying to figure out, I guess we'll spend Desperate Defense to use Perseverance to get our Tough status card back. I don't really want to use any of these. I mean, I kind of want Nick Fury later on, but not this early. I guess I could just spend Never Back Down and Nick Fury to get this out of here. Go and attack for 3, bringing him down to 6. Actually, hold on. Go back. Bring him down back up to 9. We won't attack. This card was... These cards are in my hand, and this was over here. We're going to spend Fury to get rid of media coverage. That's what we're going to do. Still going to attack for 3, bring this down to 6, and keep these in hand. All right, ready everything up. So now Wasp is just kind of an emergency card at this point. It's just a case of if I really absolutely have to defend. Other than that, we're not going to use it. Because I don't want it to go to the collection, you know? Let's get our 4 cards. We got another Desperate Defense and Pin Particles. Pin Particles could be nice if Never Back Down, but we do have Tough, so we're doing okay there. 1 there. He's going to attack. We will... You know, after last turn, I think we're just going to... Oh, we got Tough, so yeah, just take it. 1, another 1. Goodbye to this Tough. Wait, did we do... We did, okay. I thought maybe I forgot to do an encounter card. I didn't. Alright, it is Stay a While. Collector attacks, you have +1 attack. If any amount of damage in the attack, put the top card of their face up into blah blah into the collection. So basically he's going to attack with +1. If I take any damage, it's going to put a card in the collection. So I'm thinking I want to use one of these, or maybe both. I could use both, couldn't I? Yeah, we're going to use both. We're going to spend, first of all, we're going to spend Pin Particles on one of them. Maybe not, because that's just going to kind of be a waste of Pin Particles, isn't it? I'm really tempted to just spend both and go ahead and stun him, and then additionally ready our hero. I am. I'm going to stick with that plan. We'll spend both. Bam. So now we get +2. +2 is 4 defense. So that's 7 defense. He's not going to beat this. So he's got 2 attack, 3, 4. So we did avoid it. So that means we stun him, and we get to ready back up. So we get both of those. I don't have a hand, so we can't do much else this turn. But the fact that he's stunned is nice, right? We're going to attack for 3, bringing him down to 3. And we'll get our next hand ready. Tackle sounds nice. Yeah, we could stun him back to back, basically. 1 threat here, he's going to attack, but he's stunned. Then turn 4, we got discard an upgrade or support you control. If no cards are discarded this way, the card gains Surge. There we go, Crystal Ball. There comes an acceleration token. Hinder 2. Does Hinder mean it adds it to this? I can never remember if it adds it to this scheme or just the main scheme. Gotta pull up that rules reference real quick. Where are you? Rules. I'll look up Hinder. All right. Hinders on page 15. If you'll place X threat on that card, X is next to the hinder. Okay, so it just comes on this card. I wasn't sure if it was this scheme or a different one. So it comes with 5 scheme in it, 5 threat on it. When defeated, that player may play a card from their hand, reducing its resource cost by 3. It's nice for Giant Stomp, but I can't really deal with that. Or Iron Fist. Get him out there. Okay. Let's see what we got to do here. I think we're going to just spend all 3 and do Tackle, which does it stuns him and does his last 3 damage because I had the right resources in there. So with that in mind, each player must choose to either put the top card of the deck into the collection or take 3 damage. I'm just going to take the 3 damage because we haven't taken any damage yet, and I've got lots of things to deal with it. So that damage isn't really a huge deal. But he does have 14 health now. But that's okay. We still have Ant-Man here who's going to attack for 3, bring him down to 11. We're going to switch to our tiny form to remove 1 threat from a scheme. We'll do it from Crystal Ball here. Five cards. Where is that helmet? I could really use that helmet. Oh, hey, yeah, sorry, I just saw your comments at that time. Thank you. Yeah, I found it in the rule book. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the good luck. Okay. What are we looking at here? Would be nice to do Giant Strength, but it's an upgrade that's in danger of being lost. Momentum Shift is now useful, and the rest I could use to get something back. So, anyway, we are now going to add 2 threat to the main scheme. Did I remove my threat for lowering? I don't think that I must have. I must have. He's going to attack, but he's stunned. Turn 5. Ooh, another side scheme. All right, this is something I might have to start ignoring. I might really have to start ignoring these. That's bad. Okay. Let's just focus on his 11 health and get through this. We will spend Genius here to do Momentum Shift, doing 2 damage to him. He's now down to single digits at 9, and we heal 2 going up to 11. Yeah, right? I'm sorry to hear that. I'm going to get Energy Barrier out for 2. Get his 3 counters on it. But that is another acceleration token, which I don't like to see. How to deal with this? I could work on Crystal Ball to get rid of the Oh wait, that's not another acceleration token. I'm sorry. I could deal Crystal Ball to get rid of the acceleration. I think we will. We're going to take Crystal Ball down. 2 more. Switch to Giant form, which will do 1 damage to Collector. I think we can work with this. None of this is as clean as my practice game. Not even close. It was done in like 4 or 5 turns. All right, ready everything up. Hive Mind. Support you control. Okay. Move 2 threat from a scheme. I don't have any army of ants. For a reason. I don't want supports out there, but 2 threat might still be worth it. So, we do have to do 2 threat on the main scheme. We're at 6 of 10, which I don't like. He's going to attack. Do I want to use Desperate Defense? If I use Desperate Defense... You know, we'll spend Hive Mind to do Desperate Defense, I think. Yeah, we'll defend. So basically we have 5 defense this turn, and if we take no damage, we can ready up. So he attacks with 2. Perfect, we are fine. Oh, I should have just used Energy Barrier. What am I thinking? I should have just used Energy Barrier. All right, before turn 6, we have an encounter card. Oh, wait, he would have used this anyway, I guess. So that's another boost. Attached to the scheme with the highest scheme. Oh, attached to the enemy with the highest scheme. I'm sorry. Place 2 threat. Hero action. Place 2 threat in the main scheme and spend 2 resources of any card type to discard this card. All right, we're in a bit of trouble here. We're going to spend Giant Strength to get Army of Ants out here. We're going to attack for 3, bringing him down to 5. We're going to switch to tiny form, which we can remove 1 threat from a scheme. I see no reason why it can't be this one. We have Army of Ants to do 1 damage. Bring him down to 4. Okay. Let's get our hand ready. 3, 4, 5, so that's going to go up to 7. I got Perseverance, which I like to see. Momentum Shift. Okay. All right, here we go. 2 threats going on the main scheme. He's going to attack. I don't have any kind of defense card in my hand. So I think we'll just take it and use Energy Barrier. So he's going to attack for 2, 3, 4 of these boosts. 5, 6 damage. Well, we can block 1 with Energy Barrier, doing 1 more to him. Still 5 damage to us. What a hit. And then before turn 7, encounter card. It's back. We got media coverage again. All right. First of all, momentum shift. 2 to him. 2 back to me. And at this point, all I have to do is switch to alter ego mode. Switch to giant mode, and we're good. I could even stay here and use Army of Ants. Nothing here is going to help me. Nothing in my hand. So I guess we'll thwart with Ant-Man real quick, just to say goodbye to Crystal Ball here, which goes to the victory display. Not that that matters at this point. And, I think we just end it, right? I could even use Army of Ants, I guess, but there's not really a point. Either way, we'll switch to giant form. That's the end of Collector. All right. That's it. That's our first attempt. Not so bad. 7 turns. I think I guess I did in 4 or 5 on my one practice game, so it's definitely doable. And this deck definitely has worked. So I will clean up, submit my results, set up again, and I'll be right back for our second attempt. See you soon. All right, we are just about back here on my second of 3 attempts, because you get 3 attempts in the Solo Champions League. If you're not sure what the Solo Champions League, if you're just joining us or just happen across me on YouTube at some point, it is a semi-competitive way of playing Marvel Champions. Basically, we all play the same setup, but you get to make choices like what difficulty you want to play, what hero you want to play, what aspect you want to play. And at the end of it, you get ranked based on those factors, including the difficulty you played, which plays a role in it, the how much hero HP was left, how much villain HP, how much threat was on schemes, all sorts of fun stuff. It's real easy to submit your results and get started today. So check it out. There's a link below. There we go. Okay, I think we're all good here. We'll get our 6 cards, but I think I have to add a card to the collection first. So we lost a Desperate Defense. Not the worst thing in the world. I mean, an early Never Back Down is nice, but the problem is I don't have any. I have Giant Stomp. It'd be kind of cool to start a Giant Stomp, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think the move is Energy Barrier and Giant Stomp. That sounds fun. It sounds real fun. Alright. So let's do it. We will start by switching to Alter Ego form. Oh, but I have to be a giant, don't I? I have to be giant for Giant Stomp to work. That's okay. We can work with that. We'll just go crazy heavy damage this turn. So we switch to giant form. That does 1 damage to him, I believe. Yep, going down to 12. We will then spend this 2 to get energy barrier out with its 3 counters. Now, Energy Barrier is obviously a risk of going into the collection, but since it has the uses word on it, I think if I just use it twice and then leave it alone after that, I'll be safe. Obviously, there's a bunch of treachery and stuff that can switch that up on me, but I think we should be okay. I'm going to spend the Strength and Energy Barrier here just to do, 8 damage to him right away, bring him down to 4 HP. And then we're going to attack him for 3, bringing him down to 1 HP. That feels good. We still have Never Back Down here, which will be good for next turn. Get our hand size of 4. We got Momentum Shift, Army of Ants. Those are good options. Especially, I really like seeing Momentum Shift because we're probably going to take this hit and use Energy Barrier to kind of even it out a bit. So 1 threat here. We're going to just take this attack of 1. 2 damage, use Energy Barrier to stop 1, which takes him to stage 2. We still take a damage. But it does... Sorry, I hit the wrong one. It does take him down to 0, and now he's at 14 all of a sudden. And I think we have to add a card to the collection. Or wait, no, sorry, we get to choose. I know I just saw that, I'm sorry. When a card would be placed in a discard pile, well, in the wrong one. Put the top card of your deck face up, or take 3 damage. I think we'll just take the 3 damage. I know I saw the card. I don't know what it was. I know it had Ant-Man on it, but I'm not sure what it was. Sorry about that. I forgot I had a choice. Anyway, before going on to turn 2, we've got an encounter card. Attached to your identity. When your turn begins, place 1 poison counter here, and take 1 damage for each poison counter here. Spend 3 resources of different types to discard this card. Ouch. That's a bad one. That's a really bad one. Well, we have to take the damage, don't we? Just right away. I really want to get... Well, I can still do Momentum Shift because these are all punches. 3 resources of different types. That's a pain. That's a real pain. Alright, we're going to start... I could use Never Back Down. I should have used it last turn, maybe. Tackle, though. I could do Tackle instead. Momentum Shift sounds nice, but there's more copies of it. We're going to do Tackle. Does 3 damage and stun him. Very well. And we're going to switch to Tiny Form, which takes 1 threat off. And we're going to Thwart to take 2 more off. This is a much better state than where we were this time last game. And honestly, just 1 turn ago. Still, the poison. That's going to be a problem. I like the name, the poison. Don't mind him. He's just got the poison. All right, we got preemptive strike, which I like to see, and momentum shift, which I like to see. So I'm thinking it's a 1-2 punch of those two things for the next turn. That's what I'm thinking. Giant Stomp sounds nice too. Giant Stomp could really end this. Risk Gauntlets, I'm not too worried about. Okay. One threat goes on the main scheme. He's going to attack, but he's stunned. And then before turn 3, encounter card. Wow, Monarch Starstalker. Okay. That changes things a bit. Well, we have to put one thing here and take 2 damage. Brings us down to 5. I wish I could do Giant Stomp and Momentum Shift. You know what? Maybe we'll just take care of Monarch Starstalker. I gotta heal at some point, though, if this is gonna keep going like this. Yeah, I think we have to do Momentum Shift. So we'll spend... We'll spend Giant Strength and Wasp to do Momentum Shift. We'll do 2 damage to Collector and heal 2 damage from ourselves. I guess we can put Risk Gauntlets down just in case we need to discard an upgrade and we don't want to get rid of Energy Barrier. Just in case we need that. So we still have our ability here. We could do 2 threat removal and then attack. Or we can do 2 threat removal and then switch sides to do 1 damage. Or we can do 4 damage just by switching over and doing both. I think we'll do 2 threat removal. And we'll switch to Giant Form to do 1 damage, bringing him down to 8. All right, ready up. Not looking pretty. There's my helmet. Perseverance and resize. Okay, that's a nice turn, but this is gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt. 1 threat here. Collector's going to attack. I think we have to defend against his attack. So 2 plus a boost, 0. So we don't take anything there. Monarch Starstalker still attacks, and he is villainous. So he's going to get 2 plus a boost. 2, 3. We can block 1 of that of Energy Barrier. That still takes 2 damage from us. Then we add a counter here. And we're going to take 3 damage. Bring us down to 2 health. Okay. I can end this. I have to end this. Unfortunately, it means... No, we'll keep this. We're going to spend 3 different resources. I wish I didn't have to spend resize. We're going to spend 3 resources, though, to get rid of this. This guy should have taken a damage from Energy Barrier. We're going to switch to Alter Ego mode, which will heal 1 damage. And that's actually really bad, because he's going to scheme for 3, 4, 5, plus 2 boost cards. This could go bad. I could lose right here. The poison is rough. Maybe I don't want to go to Alter Ego. Maybe I want to stay. What was I in? Did I do anything yet? I had 4 cards, so I was in Giant Form, and I defended. I go to Tiny Form, I can get that down 1 more. But they're going to attack us, and we don't really have anything we can do about it. We have to try and heal. It's the only way. So we get to heal 1. And we gotta get our hand size ready for our next turn. This is bad. If we get the wrong cards here in our boost, we're gonna lose right away. I have too many cards. 1, 2, 3. No, that had the right amount of cards. I'm not. Just feels like a lot because I haven't had this many for a while. All right, 1 here. And then he's going to scheme 4. 3 in a boost. 5. That's bad. That's at 8 because he's going to scheme for 2. 3. That's it. We lose right there. All right, that's the end of our second attempt. I'm going to clean up and try again. That did not go great, though. See you soon. All right, I think we are, just about ready for our third and final attempt here. Everything looks right. And yeah, you're not kidding. Ouch, indeed. The poison is bad. Wouldn't recommend the poison. I know the first turn I had to deal with it, I had all red, all aggression, all, what's it called, tough? No. What's the card? There's a word for it. The punches. What are the punches called? That's okay. Whatever that resource is called. It, strength, that's what it's called. I had all strengths in my hand basically, and I couldn't get rid of it. And the second term, I didn't even consider it. I was like, oh, we'll just finish this really quick and not have to worry about it. But it stacks and it keeps going. I had to either switch to alter ego earlier to heal all the way to max and then deal with it, or I had to focus on getting cards to work it out. But we will know that this time when it comes up. All right, let's go ahead and get our hand ready here. Before I have to give a card to the collection first, but that sucks. Before I really get started, though, I do want to thank a few patrons. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're a member of the Patreon, if you're not sure what that is, if you want to support the league or the videos, whatever you found, whatever helped you find your way here today, you can check out the Patreon where we have things like the official league mat. We also have pins and stickers at different levels. All sorts of fun stuff. You get mid-round results. Special member-only rounds between seasons. I get a special channel in the Discord where we discuss things that are some future plans for the league. It's a lot of fun. Check it out if you're interested. We also have the Etsy store where we have some of those items just for sale at any given time. So, I do want to thank our 2 most recent members. We have Veb. Veb's a member of the Solo Champions League, I think just for the last year. Or no, the last round. But thank you, Veb. I think you, the past season. I'll get through this one day. Thank you, Veb. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for joining the Patreon. And also, Astrodar. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been a member of the Solo Champions League for quite a while now, and now you're in the Patreon, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So, we are all set up here. I think we're good. I've got that in the collection. I got my 6 cards. Oh, what to do? Giant Stomp is tempting. Perseverance is better, though. Okay, well, we're going to start by switching to Tiny... we're going to go to Giant... we'll go to Tiny Form. Get rid of 1 threat. And then Thwart to get rid of 2 more. Before that gets out of hand, that's where I want to focus. But before I even did that, though, I did want to spend this on Perseverance to get my tough status card. Forgot about that in between there. Doesn't really change anything, though. Now, I can't do Giant Stomp because I'm not in Giant form, so I'll just use Energy here to get... I could just get Power of Protection out, but I think I'm going to get Energy Barrier out with its 3 uses. And I think we're going to stop there. I mean, I know we're going to stop there. There's nothing else I can do. It really does feel imperative that you go to Tiny Form first so that you can get a 5-card hand. A 4-card hand, while you could get rid of Collector faster, doesn't feel like you can do much. 1 threat on the main scheme. We're going to take his attack because we got the tough status card, so that's 1. There's an advance. And then before turn 2, encounter card. There we go. It starts. So it's going to have Hinder 2. That's going to give us an extra encounter card. I do not like that. When defeated, I can do 4 damage. May heal 4 damage. Okay, now we're talking. Healing 4 damage I'd rather do. Alright, we're going to thwart 2. We're going to switch to Giant Form, which does 1 damage here. We're going to go 1. Oh, do I want to get Perseverance again? And I think we're going to focus on the scheme and some damage. So we're going to spend 1, 2, 3. Perseverance, getting that tough is kind of critical. No, that's okay. 1, 2, 3 to do Giant Stomp, doing 8 damage, bringing them down to 4. That feels good. It feels too good not to do. The poison's bad. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. And then we're going to spend Resize to switch to Tiny Form, even though I'm exhausted, to get rid of 1 more threat here so that next turn we can definitely end Temporal Teapot. And whatever damage we take this turn, hopefully we can heal up. So that was my plan of doing all that damage this turn, instead of trying to do Perseverance. That tough status card won't be as needed if I can heal for 4 this turn. Alright, we've got Never Back Down if needed. And we're in Tiny Form, so we could... Okay, we got options. 1 threat here. He's going to attack. Do I want to defend? I don't think we will. I think we'll just take it, use Energy Barrier to block some of it, and then heal when we beat Temporal Teapot. This is my 3rd game now. This is game number 3. Won the first game in 7 turns. The second game I lost on the 3rd turn to a bad combination of the 7 health minion and Starhawk, I think is what's his name? Oh, Monarch something. Monarch Starstalker or something like that. So he was out in addition to the poison. There's a few things that I balanced incorrectly in there, and I lost. Anyway, we're going to just let him attack, I think. I don't think we're going to defend, because we're going to heal 4 when I get rid of Magical Teapot. So it's 1, 2, 3. We're going to use Energy Barrier to block 1 of those, bringing him down to 3. And we just take 2 damage. For turn 3, encounter card. Running Interference. When revealed, each player must choose to either spend a Genius and a Strength resource, or place 2 threat here. I don't have a Genius and Strength. I've got a Wild one, actually. Yeah, I think we will, just to avoid that issue. Alright, it's our turn. We're going to thwart for 2 to get rid of this. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to do an extra encounter card. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. We still have Magical Teapot in play, and I've got another encounter card. Let's get that, those cards. Well, no, I would have still spent them. View the Cosmos. Choose, put the highest cost card from your hand face up into the collection, or discard the highest cost card. I guess we put this into the collection. Oh, in my hand. I'm sorry. In my hand? We'll put this in the collection. All right, where was I? Still going to thwart here to heal up. Draw a card. Why would I draw a card? Am I missing something? Did I not play something correct? Do you still draw a card for pin particles? Oh yeah, if you spend this and it says to spend it, so you're right, I do get to draw a card. I never interpreted it that way, thank you. Another copy of Tackle, which would actually be really nice right now. So anyway, we heal up. Go up to full health here. We will then go ahead and do Tackle, doing... Oh wait, is that going to end him? Is that just it? Was he really only at 3 health? Oh, we're only on stage 1. Yeah. We're only on stage 1 here. That's okay. We're going to do it. We're going to stun him. We're going to take him down to 0, stun him, put him back up to 14. Man, I had no idea we were still on stage 1. I don't know why. And then next turn, we'll get rid of running interference. Let's see how this goes. Preemptive strike. This is a good time to have that. Okay. 1 threat on this main scheme. He's going to attack, but he's stunned. Let's go and counter card. He attacks anyway. Oh, the villain attacks. Do I want to use preemptive strike? I get to decide after I see it, so maybe we'll just wait to see what happens. All right, so he's going to attack with 2, 3. Well, either way, we're using energy barrier to block 1, so I'm just going to do that preemptively. Wrong one. This one should be going down 1. So I would take 2 damage. We'll just take the 2 damage. We'll just take the 2 damage. Okay. That's an option. Okay. This turn, we're going to focus on clearing the scheme, it's looking like. First off, Ant-Man. I know it's a waste of 2 threat removal, but that's over. I have to heal ink from the side scheme. Ink? What's ink mean? Can't think of what ink is. Any idea what you mean? Heal ink from the side scheme. Is there another side scheme I'm not aware of? The only one that was in play was running interference. I don't see anything with heal on it. And we beat Magical Teapot. And we did heal for 4 when that happened. Incoming. You have a heal incoming from the side scheme. Not sure what you mean there. I don't think so. We used a Philosopher's Stone. That was the boost card. And I beat Magical Teapot and healed up from that earlier. And yeah, that's gone. Okay, sorry about that. Wasn't sure what you meant. Okay. Where was I? So we used Ant-Man to get rid of running interference. Now we're going to spend Preemptive Strike to get Army of Ants out here, using that to do 1 damage right away. I'm going to spend these 2 to do Hive Mind. Remove 2 threat from a scheme, then remove 1 additional threat from that scheme for each army of ants in play. So that was the focus of this turn, and it worked. No problem at all. I'm going to switch to giant form, doing 1 more damage, because I think next turn we start whittling them down. We got 2 cards in the collection. We've got 2 supports on the table. We got 1 threat in the main scheme. He's got 11 HP left, so let's just try and do some damage here. Momentum Shift is nice. Desperate Defense also nice. In fact, if I spend this and this, we should be good. Okay, so he's going to attack for... Sorry, 1 threat in the main scheme. He's going to attack, but we're going to spend a Desperate Defense to do Desperate Defense and defend. So now we have a defense of 3, 4, 5. If I take no damage, I can ready my hero. So 5, he's doing 2 attack, 3 attack. That's no damage. We ready our hero. Turn 5. What do we got? Attached to your identity. Attached character gets -1 thwart, attack, and defense. Take 1 damage and spend 2 genius resources. Discard this card. Okay, well this turn, we're spending this on Momentum Shift. Doing 2 damage, bringing him down to 9, and healing up to ourselves. We're going to attack for only 2 because of Obedience Potion. Switch to Tiny Form, which will move 1 threat here, and use Army of Ants to do 1 more attack. Now it's just a matter of time. I think we got this one in the bag. I hope. I mean, we're at full health. There's only 1 threat. He's got 6 HP left. These 2 here, I think we're doing good. Hey, there's that helmet. Never back down. That could be useful. Perseverance, definitely going to be useful. Army of Ants, maybe. All right, 1 threat here. He's going to attack. Now, I've got Energy Barrier, which would get added if I used it. Maybe Never Back Down's the answer. Yeah, let's use Never Back Down. We're going to spend the helmet. We're going to spend one of the Army of Ants. No, the helmet, because I won't be able to afford it anyway afterwards. Spend the helmet on Never Back Down. We get +2 defense. If you take no damage from the attack, stun the attacking character. So we're going to defend for 3. He's attacking for 2. 3, 4. So that would be 1 damage to us. Do we want to take that? So he's doing 4 attack. We defended for 3. So that's just 1 damage. We'll take it. We'll go down to 11. And it's our turn. Right? No, that was his attack. We still have to do... Yeah, I know. Famous last words indeed. Turn 6 here. We have an encounter card still. The collector attacks you with +1 attack. If you have any amount of damage if you take any amount of damage, put the top card into the collection face up. All right, this could get ugly. I know I have Energy Barrier and I could block it. I don't want Energy Barrier to go into the collection though. All right, Grace Claw caught it. Yep. I only want to use it twice and then leave it there if I can. So he's going to attack with +1 now. That's not great. That's an attack of 3. We just have to take it. I mean, there's nothing else we can do. 3. Oh, it's only 3. Only 3. And we're good there. Stay a while is gone, and we can move on. We're going to start with Army of Ants doing 1 damage to him. Thinking of going and switching form. We'll go to Giant Form. Doing 1 damage, and also spending this to get Perseverance out so we get a tough status card. And that's okay. That's okay. We can make this work. I do like Momentum Shift. That's good for next turn. And Giant Stop. As long as we survive this turn, the game should be over. What effect from the attack? Oh, if you take any damage, add a card to the collection. You're totally right. I drew 3 cards in this order, so this one would be in the collection. I didn't change the order at all in my hands. That's good. Thank you, Grace Claw. So that does change my next turn a bit. We still have Momentum Shift available, though. We can't do Giant Stomp. That's okay, I guess. Alright, well, 1 threat in the main scheme. He's going to attack. We're going to let it happen because we have Tough. So 2, 3, goodbye. 4 turn 7 encounter card. This one can make or break the game. Oh, man. Hinder 2. I mean, I'm not a person that worries about score, so I still see a victory in sight. It just would be nice. It would just be nice. Alright, and here comes this. I'm not too worried about it, but we'll see what we can do to lower it. We're going to spend... what? I mean, I can end this with Giant Stomp right now and just be done with it. Or I get an army of ants out there. Now I'm looking at it. Okay, let's go ahead and spend... I can't get army of ants out there. I could do 1 damage that way, but that's it. Alright, I think it's just gotta be Giant Stomp, honestly. Yeah, I think that's the end of that. So we'll just go ahead and thwart for 1. But I guess actually it's -1 because of this, so it wouldn't do anything. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to worry about the score. I don't care. It's nice to clear the board. I'm glad other people enjoy it, but right now, I just want to beat the Collector after months of being beat by him so many times. I think I just want to beat him with that man and be done with it. So yeah, there's 8 damage to his 4, and that is the end of that. Thank you for watching. That was all 3 attempts. You won 2 out of 3. I was hoping to do better, but that's okay. I thought I had 3 out of 3. My practice game went so smoothly. Like I said, I won in like 4 or 5 turns, and then my real games, my 2 wins were in 7 turns. So that's funny. So yeah, thank you for watching. That's all I've got for the night. Yeah, just take the win. I'm doing it. Trust me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for everyone checking it out. And I'm glad you're enjoying the league. Round 3 will finish up this weekend. I'll do results on Sunday. And then round 4 is ongoing, right? Yeah, Collector is painful. I'm just glad he's over. I'm just glad he's over. I know people don't like Nebula, but Collector is my Nebula for sure. I really don't like this one. Oh, final 2. Oh, yeah, you're doing your final 2 for round 3 or 4. Are you doing Collector or are you doing Ultron? I'm excited to play Ultron because I always love an excuse to play Thor, and I really think Thor was made of Ultron in mind. Obviously, having more minions and stuff would be helpful, but it's an interesting puzzle to say that you can only deal with the ones that he throws at you. Okay. Gotcha. All right. That's all I've got. Thank you for watching. Yeah, if you don't let it spiral. I feel like I let it spiral every single time. I did a series of trying to do the campaign for the Patreon, and I didn't get past. I beat Nebula. I never even attempted to get to Ronan because the Collector and stuff just went so poorly. 50 minutes for game 1. I'm sorry it took so long. Who are you playing as? I mean, I can just look it up. I'm just curious because Ant-Man has been dealing with it really smoothly. Like I said, in my practice game, I won in 4 or 5 turns, and these 2 weren't 1 in 7. So I'm just curious who you're using. It went all right. I won 2 out of 3 games. The 2 games I won in 7 turns. The 1 game I lost on the 3rd turn to a bad connection, a bad combination of the poison and what's his name, Monarch Starstalker or something like that. Not bad. Scarlet Witch, gotcha. Trying to keep the board clean is hard. I mean, I'm glad people enjoy it. The only reason I started doing it was just to, kind of give granularity to scoring, but people really enjoy shooting for that clean board, so I'm glad you enjoy it. Just not for me. Sometimes I just want to beat the Collector and move on. I almost think I could have done Expert, because this did go relatively smoothly, except for my 2nd game. But maybe that would have been a bad idea. Maybe I was looking at two losses instead of 2 wins. Well, good luck to all of you in the rest of your games. Thank you for watching, and good luck on the results on Sunday. I'll see you then. Bye.